Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So on tonight's video, I'm going to show you this quick LLC from A Touch of Elegance gift craft and more. So this is the video that I watched. It was inspired by where she makes some small cute little holiday gifts, and I'm going to show you how to do that. In her defense, she did not come up with this concept, but she can't remember who did it. But since I saw it from her, I'm going to tag her in this video, and it's an LLC from her for me, okay? So don't come for either of us in the comments. I'm sure, I know someone did this before her, and I only saw her do it, and so that's how I'll do it until she figure out who it was, and I'll be happy to shout them out as well. So I just sped up this video. I'm actually going through these, and shout out to Mama Niam and Papa Niam too, because they do so much work for me. But my mom put all of these little pieces together, and I'm gonna find out that in the box they also have like either 2 or toe rings. I really like that one, but I'm gonna eventually find through this box that the smaller boxes have just one single brooch, and I end up liking all of those brooches better. So I always like to do these concepts, and Mama puts them together for me. I usually do them like in the trays. I don't know if you remember doing Father's Day, I had those fan trays. I usually do those, and church ladies come and grab them for members and ladies in their congregation. And so I use these very often. These were free to me. I inherited them from my great aunt who passed away. She had literally hundreds of them, okay, maybe even 1,000, seriously. And then we just went through them all and found ones that we thought were cute enough to sell. They're all brand new. She's never worn them, but she used to wear thousands of brooches, I guess. So also I'm using these penny little heart trays. Some of you may remember them. They were, I believe, purple clover, and I got them on when they were a penny. I think they came 3 to a pack. And I am going to stab myself with this pen just to figure out that it is damaged. So I'm not going to use that little heart-shaped one, even though I like that one a lot. And I settled on these ones in the small green boxes and the small gold boxes. And these boxes came from a remodel in a gift set of like 3 per box. Some of you might have got them at resets. And so the boxes were, you know, half of cents or 1/4 of a cent. I think it was a 4-pack of boxes. And each pack cost me 1 penny. So these are the ones that I settled on. And I'm going to do these quick concepts here. So I have like a little cat driving at a stop sign. I thought that one was cute. I have here a little heart, which is cute. And then a mama and child elephant, great for the deltas. And then there's like a little Christmas snow village up top. And then this dolphin. And so I'm going to do these concepts here very quickly. Okay, this is very simple, but I just want to walk you through one. I'm going to start with the tray, and then I'm going to put down some of my green shred on the tray. I really like to use shred because it makes the item look like a gift, okay? So just take you a little bit of shred. I'm using this green. It came from the Hamper House here in Georgia. I also get a lot of my floral satin from there, and I used to get a lot of the bags that I use from there as well. And this one is the little Christmas village. And so I'm going to use, I say Christmas village, but there's no Christmas tree on here. It's just like a little village with some scenery around there. And so I thought this was good to use for this holiday, very appropriate. And then the next thing I'm going to come in here, which would be my money maker in the gift. I am going to show you 2 different ways. So you can do this with some items that you may have on hand. If you don't happen to have the one that I'm going to put with here. You can use one of these cigar perfumes and stand it up on the tray. I'm not going to do that. It looked a little tall for the gift for me. And I wanted to, you know, use these Victoria's Secret little mini sprays. This came in a gift set I got after Christmas. And I mentioned this before in a previous video. I've gotten my money for them with my first gift. So they have been paid for time and time again. And this will bring a little bit more value to the gift other than just the brooch itself, just accompanied with a nice little spray. And then I use some glue dots to adhere that. Make sure it sticks very well so you can add it to the bag that I'm going to use. Also, I am going to tape. I know y'all thought, ooh, Never in a Million got fancy with glue dots. No, nothing is as good as tape to me. So I'm going to use a little bit of my tape just to kind of secure the shred, as well as the item to the little trinket tray there. Okay, so my little gift box with a brooch in it. And these are all Jordache brand. You guys remember that brand from way back in the day, and it kind of made a resurgent, but that's the brand of the item. I'm fiddling off camera with some florals here. I will add just two little pieces of floral as well as some greenery, because like I said, it just doesn't look like a gift without it to me. So I'm just gonna kind of show you this here, and then move on to kind of like a more finished concept, or more how I will complete this concept, I should say. It's late in the afternoon, so I'm just kind of wanting to get this filmed out for you guys. And someone asked me, Angela, asked me what I would do for a $10 gift. Something along this lines would be a nice $10 grab and go. And people usually buy them in multiples, so it's easy for them to buy 5 or 10, 15. I've even sold $10 gifts at one time. Now, because they have the Victoria's Secret, I might bump this up to 15, but that's at your discretion. Even if I sold them at $10, I would definitely make my money back, just for how I've priced all my other gifts, as well as, like I said, I already made every single dime that these cost, plus more back, carrying it over throughout the season. Also, I'm using one of these Christmas cards, and this was kind of the hack from the video I watched with Sabrina. And I like to use kind of a sideways card, if that makes sense, instead of one in the portrait. So this is just a Christmas card here. And then this is one of the free Bath and Body Works bags. I personally don't like a lot of the Body Works bags. I find that it's hard to fit concepts in them. And I know a lot of people are like, don't forget your free bags and bows. I leave them all the time because I don't like these bags. A lot of them aren't as clear as they should be to me. You can hardly fit anything in these bags. And don't get me started on the bows. I hate the bows. That's just my personal opinion. But, you know, I know a lot of people love to use them, including my best friend. She loves to use them. And so when I'm buying, you know, Bath and Body Works, I will get them for her. So you're going to have to put your muscles in it, because you need to go punch through the bag as well as through the card. Okay, so it did, I did do a little bit of that off camera because I had to put some big Bertha weight on there. Okay, so next you're gonna undo this bag and stuff it in there, your a little heart tray in there, and then use some of your ribbon. I use Flora Satin. You can get Flora Satin from lowflorasupplies.com or the Hamper House, or wherever you can find Flora Satin. And then, you know, just kind of fiddle it through those 2 holes. And I'm going to show you an example of how I did that. Just like that. And then you have a completed concept. And then I'm going to have one that's all done up for you. And kind of pretty. Of course, you know, I had to do a little floral satin bow. And you could curl these streamers as well. Okay. So this is how the gift looks. And it was so easy to make. I'm saying goodnight to you guys, but just kind of giving you a final look of how sweet this little concept came out. Thank you, Sabrina, for introducing this concept to me, and thank you for whoever you watched to find it. I'm swinging it back and forth just so you know it's a true grab and go. All right, enjoy, you guys. Good night.